Hi, you may have questions about what's the difference between different types of sewer valves. We actually, as a company, get asked that by our customers all the time, and I could explain it to you, but I think if I show it to you, the difference is just so dramatic. It'll make it crystal clear about what's the difference between a check valve and a sewer floodgate valve. Now, this is a check valve. It has a flapper inside of it. The flapper opens and closes. So what happens is, when you flush the toilet or use any water, the water flows out. If there's a backwater flow, the flap closes. What this is intended for is if there's a heavy rainstorm and there's a sudden surcharge in the city sewer. It will prevent any damage for a few hours, but not an extensive period of time. Now, this valve costs about $100 to purchase. It should always be professionally installed. This is not a do-it-yourself project, because if it's installed improperly, it would actually create more damage than what you had previously. Now, just to illustrate why it's for temporary sewer surcharges, this is what happens when backwater surcharges and that flap is closed. That flap is closed right now. Let's do a little demo. Quite obviously, it does not hold back all the water. It only holds back 1% of water. So it's great, again, for a temporary surcharge. $100 valve. Now, on the other hand, you have this sewer floodgate valve. Bear in mind, my company, Balkan, is expert in installing any type of sewer valve. This floodgate valve, $100 valve, $1,200 valve. Big difference. Big difference in how it performs. Just so you understand the technology, this thing is heavy. This is an air chamber. When backwater compresses the air, that gate closes. That is a knife-edged gate that stops water 100% over a prolonged period of time. So even though this is a fairly expensive installation, this will prevent any damage from sewer backwater, from a sewer surcharge. I want to show that to you. This is heavy. Now, that's with the valve gate closed. You remember what happened here? If you pour water into this chamber, you see what comes out? Nothing. No matter how much surcharge there is, nothing will come back into your house. 100%. The water will flow over the top of this valve because it's not connected to anything, but no water will flow out of this valve. So when you wonder what's the difference between sewer valves, this should give you a great illustration. I thank you for watching. I truly hope that helped you out there. Any comments or questions you have, reach out via our website or the comments section of the YouTube channel. I'll be glad to answer them. Thanks again.